Hey everybody, it's Christine, and I told you I was going to come back and talk to you about adulting on Disney Cruise Line. So that's what this vlog is about. I'm going to talk about adulting on Disney Cruise Line because I know there's some people out there who think it's crazy for adults to go on Disney Cruise Line without kids. So that's what we're going to talk about today. Anyway, okay. So it's no secret that I absolutely adore Disney cruises. Now, just in case you don't know, I've been on 17 cruises. Well, that was our first cruise experience, was on Norwegian. And that was in 2005. We did not cruise again until 2009 when we became DVC members, Vacation Club members, Disney Vacation Club members. And we used our Vacation Club points for the first time for our anniversary one year. And I was making the reservation and I thought, you know what? I want to try the Disney Cruise Line. So my husband and I surprised him and I booked a 3-night cruise after our stay at the Polynesian that year. So we stayed at the Poly and I didn't tell him about it. I didn't tell him about anything. We're kind of hanging out the last day of our vacation and we were inside the lobby and the Disney Vacation Club, the Disney Cruise Line bus was coming. Now, it wasn't when we were leaving. It was the day before. It was our last full day there. And the Disney Cruise Line bus came to pick people up and I was like, and I think it was a Saturday because I'm pretty sure we were boarding on a Sunday. And so I just started talking to him about it. So what do you think about taking a Disney cruise? And, you know, we sat and talked about it and dreamed about, oh, maybe we'll do it. And then I told him that we were going to. So he was pretty excited. And so we went on our first Disney cruise on the Wonder, I believe was our first one. It was a 3-night, like I said. And it was awesome. We went to Castaway Cay and we did sit with all adults only because Disney does do that. You know, they're not going to sit single adults with families. They sit you with other adults, other single, kidless adults. So we sat with 2 other couples and they both were Disney Vacation Club members. And we chatted about that, and, you know, because we were new. And so anyway, that was our first experience on Disney. Now, we have been on 6 Disney cruises, and it is always my husband's first choice for cruises. We did stop cruising Disney in 2013, was our last Disney cruise, so that we could go try some other cruise lines and kind of get a price break. They are expensive. So we just kind of got tired of spending $4,000 a year on one cruise. So in that respect, that was a downside. But, you know, we didn't have to spend that much money. We just always did because of the cabins that we picked and the itineraries that we picked. It's just what we did. You don't have to spend that much. But I decided that I wanted to take a break. And so we started cruising Carnival, and then we cruised Royal some, and we cruised Celebrity, and we did NCL again. So now we're going back to Disney in I don't remember how many days it is. 31 days? No, 32 days? Anyway, at the end of February, we're going back to the Disney Dream, and it's a 4-night cruise. Yes, I would rather do a 4-night cruise on Disney than not at all. We do prefer 7-night cruises, 8-night cruises, but truth is, now that we are in Florida, my husband is at a not a new company, but a new store. and the district manager for his store doesn't like the guys to take too much time off. So 4-night cruises, 5-night cruises, those really work best for us anyway. So we decided since he can't take a long vacation, we might as well go back and try Disney. All right, so now that's our backstory. Love it. I love Celebrity. I have had good experiences on every cruise line that we have cruised on. But Disney would be my first choice also, right now. All right, so now that the crazy lady has spoke and told you what her preference is, let me tell you why. So Disney does, number one, customer service. And it is true. I know there's been a lot of talk about they're really slipping in their customer service, but I don't agree. Or let me rephrase that. I do agree in the parks that the customer service has been lacking a bit at times over the last probably 5-10 years. We'll find out if that has bled over into the cruise lines, but my experience with the cruise line as of 2013 is impeccable. Absolutely the best customer service of any cruise line I've been on. As I said, I've been on Carnival, Norwegian, Celebrity, and Royal. And their customer service is the best, the absolute best. You feel very special. You feel like they care about your needs. And whether you're second reason we love Disney is the adult areas of the ship. Okay, so there have been complaints over the years that Disney doesn't enforce the over 18 policy in the adult areas good enough. I will say that, the major complaint is that there are staircases that come down into the adult areas that are coming from non-adult areas. And so people use that as a shortcut to get somewhere. And so they'll come down from one deck and cross through the adult area and go wherever it is that they're going. And they shouldn't. There should be, and in some of the ships, and again, it might be all the ships now, those staircases usually have a sign on them that say, this staircase goes into an adult-only area. You have to be 18 and above to go into it. But people tend to ignore that. I think they should put a rope across, or, a rope across. That might seem a little silly, and maybe I'm wrong about that. I get, because you'd have to remove the rope to walk down the stairs, and actually that would probably be a hazard. So, somebody would not see the rope and fall down the stairs or something. So yeah, that's a bad idea. Excuse me. What they need to do is they need to start enforcing the rules, and they need to have somebody present. I mean, they have lifeguards. They have cast members around. So somebody needs to be responsible to watch those stairs and make sure that children are not using those stairs to cut through the adult area, because adults don't like it, and I don't blame them. So not a lot of kids do it, but it happens. Coffee time. This is my my New Orleans cup. I went to New Orleans on a cruise. I went on the Carnival Triumph, and actually that was the worst cruise I've ever been on, and it was still great. But anyway, another story. All right, so I love the adult areas. I love Palo, which is the adult-only restaurant. I'm going to tell you right now that if you book a Disney cruise, go online before you board, well before, as soon as you're able to. And go on ahead of time and book your brunch, book your dinner for your cruise, because it does fill up. Although, if you don't get to book it, just show up on boarding day. There are designated areas. Usually you can go straight to the restaurant and make a reservation when you get on board. I do it ahead of time because I am not going to find out that it's booked solid. Now the dinners, usually there's room on boarding day. So the only time they do the brunch is on sea day. And I don't want to miss out on the brunch, because I gotta say the brunch is fantastic. So it's amazing. They bring you in and they give you a tour before they show you your seat. They give you a tour of the brunch, and yes, you need a tour because it's got a lot of different rooms set up with a lot of different things, and there are descriptions of each item to tell you what it is, but it's nice to have somebody who knows exactly what the food is to tell you what it is. So you do a tour and then you sit down, and the food is amazing. The service is amazing, as is the dinner. So I love Palos. I have not been to Remy's. That is the other adult-only restaurant on board. It was maybe a year old by the time we stopped, or the last time we cruised Disney. So I just hadn't gotten to it yet. I don't think we're going to do it this time since it's only a 4-night cruise, and I do like the Disney restaurants on board, so I want to do them. As a matter of fact, and here's a little pro tip, when you book your Palo reservation, you can call Disney and you can ask them if the rotation for your dining is out. Now, if you don't know what I mean by that, Disney does dining a little different. You change restaurants every night. Your servers, your team of servers will change with you. So you will have the same servers every night, but you will be in a different restaurant. And you will repeat restaurants on a 4-night or more cruise. So you can call Disney. You can ask them what the rotation is and what restaurant you're going to eat in twice, so that you can do your Palo dinner or Remy dinner on the night that you're repeating a restaurant. They can also tell you what night pirate night is, what night formal night is, anything that you're interested in making sure that you're in a main dining room for. They can tell you what night that falls on and make sure that your Palo reservation doesn't interfere with that. So you can do that. Also, you will need to call Disney to ask for a private two-top table if you want one. You can't do it online. So, I like the adult areas very much. I like the adult dining very much. I do like the buffets, but of course they're going to be filled with kids. So if you are trying to have a sans kid cruise, yeah, you might not want to hang out in the buffet all the time. But having said that, we never really had a problem. I mean, my husband loves the buffet, so we do go to it quite a bit, and it's fine. It's fine. And if you get a little too kid overload, just head to Quiet Cove, the adult area. That's what it's called, Quiet Cove. They have a coffee shop in there. They have a walk-up bar or a swim-up bar. It's really a walk-up bar. You can't swim because the water's like that deep. It's like that deep. So it's more of a walk-up bar, but it's got a bar at the pool. It's very nice. And yeah, kid overload, go there. Sometimes, and this did happen on our last trip, I remember standing on the main deck where the main pool is, the Lido, and the noise of the kids just got to me. We were there because my husband wanted a slice of pizza, and I was like, too much. I need a break from Disney cruising. Well, guess what? Went to Carnival and it was the same way. So, yes, it was less expensive to go to Carnival. That is absolutely true. But the service wasn't the same. The beauty of the ships, not even close. Now, that's subjective. Some people think the Carnival ships are absolutely gorgeous. I just don't happen to be one of them, although the ships work fine, so I enjoy my cruises very much. And in fairness, I haven't been on one of the newer ships. I'm going on the Breeze in October, so we'll see. You know, Carnival's known for their glitziness, and Disney's known for their elegance and classic, streamlined. It just looks like an old-time Queen Mary-ish cruise ship. And that's what I like. But again, that's subjective. That's just me. What else do I like? Castaway Cay. Castaway Cay, for us, is the best private island we have been on. It's absolutely gorgeous. It's leased by Disney, so it's just Disney there. It's very, very much like a Disney theme park in respects to how you get around the island, because they do have trams to take you places. They have the family beach that you reach as soon as you get off the ship. It's a very large beach with just tons of seating and just everything you could want. But you get on the tram. Oh, and the family area has a barbecue, Cookies Barbecue. Get on the tram though, and you head to Serenity Bay. Serenity Bay is 18 and above. So when you get on that trolley, there's not going to be any kids on the trolley even. It's just adults. So a lot of times the trolley's empty or just a couple people because it's just for adults. Anyway, so Serenity Bay, yes, Serenity Bay has a bar. It has cabanas. There are family cabanas on the family beach as well, but they do have cabanas. They have a barbecue or a buffet for adults only. It's a smaller buffet. It's got a smaller seating area, but we have never had a problem with getting into it and getting food and finding seating. It's always been very easy. You sit on the beach in your lounger and they come to you and serve you. The bartenders will come and bring you drinks. And it's very nice. We love Serenity Bay. And again, it's just one of the nicest private islands we've been on. We usually rent a bike and ride around a bit, and then we go to Serenity Bay and relax and have some lunch. Let's see, have I got it? The only other thing, oh no, I'm sorry, I missed all that out. The nightclub. So a lot of people think that a Disney ship has no nightlife, and that is not true. They do have a whole district that is devoted just for adult entertainment. I do believe that one of the bars, clubs, stays open until 2 a.m. and the others, I think they close at midnight. So, and I do not recall how many clubs are on each ship, but there's several. And, you know, there's dancing and singing, and you can do karaoke on the ship, and there's all of that stuff. And if you don't want to go to bed till 2 a.m., you don't have to go to bed till 2 a.m. You'll find adult entertainment late into the night if you want to on a Disney cruise. They don't have a casino. That's true. They don't. That doesn't bother me. It's not that I haven't used the casinos on other cruise lines. I have. I just don't miss it. We have a lot to do on a Disney cruise. You know, whether we just want to relax or we want to go do trivia or a bingo or walk around the ship and look at things. They have art auctions. They have all the normal stuff that you would expect. Behind the scenes, tours, all of that stuff. Enrichment, everything. So you can stay busy, definitely, all day. And I just don't miss not having a casino. And I thought about it the very first time we went on a cruise with Disney. I remember thinking they don't have a casino. I wonder if that will matter to us, because we did go into the casino on the Norwegian cruise that we did, but it didn't matter. What else? I mean, there's always the fact that whenever you do want a little bit of magic and you just want to sit back and watch children's dreams come true, if that makes you happy, you can always take a minute and just sit down and watch the kids meet characters and princesses. Princesses are characters. But there's always that. I don't know about you, but every once in a while, I just find it really refreshing and heartwarming to watch a daddy dance with his little 3-year-old, you know, and she's in her princess dress. When I used to work at the Grand Floridian, it was my favorite time of the day, was around 10 p.m. People have been arriving and the orchestra was playing up on the upper level of the hotel there in the lobby of the Grand, and they're playing, and then every night it never failed. You could look out in the lobby and there was a daddy dancing with a little 3, 4, 5-year-old in her princess dress, and it was just so heartwarming to watch. And you can always do that on a Disney ship if you want to. You can just take a minute and just sit back and watch. And I gotta say that the themed restaurants are awesome. Okay, get the late dining, and there's not a lot of kids in it, and the ones that are there are usually falling asleep, so it's not as noisy. I will tell you, early dining, the decimals are high for the noise level. Very high. We have always done early dining. My parents usually cruise with us on Disney because they don't like to cruise any other line. And they go by themselves. But my mom doesn't like to eat late, so we almost always do the early dining. Well, we always have on Disney. So my husband and I are going alone this time, so we're doing the late dining. But I know from research and from passing by the restaurants that the late night dining is your better choice if you want a little more quiet during your dining hour. So anyway, those are my reasons for enjoying Disney cruises as an adult without kids. Do you cruise Disney as an adult without kids? If you do, I'd love to hear from you in the comments. I'd love to hear the reasons that you have for liking to adult on Disney without kids. Does that make sense? Adult on Disney without kids? Anyway, I would love to hear from you. And, you know, if you're just a family even, I don't care who you are, if you love cruising Disney, if you love going to Disney World, if you love talking about Disney, chat with me. Right down there, leave a comment. We can chat because I love talking about Disney, as I've said a million times. We also do Disney World. Yes, we do. And that's a whole nother video that I will definitely make soon, because I get a lot of people who, honestly, I probably get more people who don't understand why we do Disney vacations at Disney World more than I get people about the cruises. So I definitely need to make that video too. And there's a lot of reasons why we enjoy going to Disney World over and over and over again. And we usually don't take kids. Lots of reasons. Tons of reasons. So anyway, I hope that you will try a Disney cruise soon. They don't have. So anyway, hey, if you enjoyed this video and you want to give it a thumbs up, I'd appreciate it. If you want to subscribe so that you can catch all my videos, including my Disney cruise that's coming up at the end of February, then just go ahead and subscribe and I'd appreciate it. And don't forget to click the bell so you'll be notified whenever I upload a video, which I know recently has been an awful lot. I don't normally upload hundreds of videos. That's an exaggeration. A week. I don't normally upload as many as I have been. Normally I do maybe one a week. Maybe I'll do one every couple of weeks. Just depends if I have anything to upload. I've had a lot to say, and I just did a Celebrity Equinox cruise, so I've had things to post recently. But if you're interested, subscribe. I would appreciate it, and I will see you next time when I talk about going to Disney World without kids. Which, after our Disney cruise, we are going to Disney World for 3 days. And we're staying at the Grand Floridian, the DVC Villas. Yay! All right, I will talk to you later. Bye.